Hello everybody, it's your boy Forsaken FC here, also known as Sumit, back with another Discord tutorial video. So in the last video we went through how to set up a Discord account, make your very first server, and explain the processes in between of doing so. If you have not checked out the last video, be sure to go check it out, link in the description. In this video, we will go through how to make some channels, categories, and roles for a community based server. Although these can be twisted and altered depending on preferences or what server you're making for example gaming or your personal server. But for this instance, we're doing a community based server. So without further ado, let's begin the video. To begin this off, we'll start by creating different categories that will hold the range of channels that we may have during the server. We'll have a lot of categories and a lot of channels, but each of them will hold their different meanings, as we'll explain during the video. So to begin off, we'll start by creating an important channel. This will hold any key information about the server, such as announcements, events, giveaways, and so forth. You can change these depending on your preferences, again, but for now we'll keep it basic. So create category, announcement. Or rather important, sorry. Permissions will be dealt with towards the end of the video once we create our roles. Right now we have no roles, therefore permissions really do not matter right now. As you can see, important. There are no channels within this category yet, because we haven't created them. We'll do them once we create all our categories. I'm going to fast forward now and create all the categories and then explain each category to you. So as you can see, we have now created all our categories. Important, which will hold us things such as information, announcements, giveaways, events, or anything in that area. Then we have hub, which will hold all our more basic categories such as our main channels where people can speak, a secondary main channel, and so on. Then we have our media category. This will hold anything such as self-promotion or any images or memes that people may have that you rather not have in hub to Cloud Hub because they can be quite large. Then we have a command channel, which can be quite self-explanatory, but these are any commands that you may want to run from bots. So rather than having people, you send them in hub, they can be sent in commands. Then we have the voice channels, again self-explanatory, but these are any channels that people can join to speak to other people. You can have up to 3 channels, you can have an OFK channel and so on. Boosters and creators channel is, or category rather, is more optional. These are people that, so if you want to reward boosters, server boosters that may boost the server, which we'll explain later on, they can have a private channel where they can speak to each other or so on. And same with creators, if you want to give people YouTube a role, Twitch a role, they can have a private channel where to speak to each other or to you about any sort of deals or partnerships you may want to do. Staff and archive are more back-end stuff for the server. You can have a staff channel where you have staff that can speak to each other privately, commands for staff and so on. So you don't want to have them do their staff missions in hub where people can see that, and it can get quite messy. Archive is for management rather, so if you want to save chat history, rather than deleting the channel, you can put an archive where it will stay forever. Just to save that sort of history that you want. Okay, so now let's move on to start to create our channels to fill out each of these categories. We're going to create around 4 to 5 channels, maybe more, maybe less, depending on the category for each of them, and then we'll explain each of the ones that we created, same as how we did the categories. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we have now created all our channels. Right now you can only see the welcome channel, so I'll explain that first. The welcome channel is pretty much a channel where the Discord bot will welcome a new user. They cannot speak in the channel, but they can only see it. Although you might not want them to see it once they get verified or whatnot. But yeah, this is just to welcome new users. So now, as you can see, you don't see any channels right now. So if we click the drop down on important, for example, you can see channels. So I'll go ahead and explain these channels. Announcements is for any big server event or big server information that you want. For example, if you're on YouTube, or you might want to announce your YouTube video that you just uploaded. Or if there's any partnerships that you're doing or whatnot, or anything big really that you may want to announce, you can post here. Don't try and post anything that's less important or not important, because then it kind of clouds people's minds on if you're legitimate or not, in that sense. But yeah, for changelog, this is anything that you've changed in the server or any staff changes that may have happened. For example, if I promote my account to helper, you can post it here, say Forsaken M Jr. has been promoted to helper, or however you may want to do it. Or if you've changed the server, for example, how you change the server, you can say new channel has been created, rules. So yeah, for a rules channel, these are any server rules that you may have that you want people to follow. So if a new person joins, you can make it so that they can have to read this channel first before getting verified. This is just to keep your server in check, or just keep it normal and peace. And if people break them rules, they get warned, muted and so on. For information, this is just an outline of your server and what it's about. Just keep it basic and just tell people what it's about rather than them asking constantly and you having to really explain yourself. You can just move into this channel and they'll read it. For auto roles, this is for any roles that you want people to have. So for example, if you want announcement role, you can get a bot such as Dino or Carlbot to all give them a role once they click on reaction. So yeah, well, giveaways again self-explanatory for this, but these are any giveaways that you may have. So if you want to give away a Discord Nitro to someone, you can do a giveaway bot. That'll give them a role and or give them the announcement in 7 days maybe, however long on it. So yeah, for boosters, this is basically so if anyone boosts your server using the Discord Nitro, which you can see here, Discord Nitro, and it says all the perks that they get, which they will know. It will be announced right here for them to see. So now let's move on to the next category, hub. So the channels we have here are general, which is to see where anyone speaks. So if we say hi, they can do anything here. Besides send gifts, which we'll disable that later. Off topic is more for anything that they want to speak about. So yeah, basically the same as general, but in a lesser sort of strict manner. Levels, they cannot speak here, but they can see the channel. This is if they level up using, for example, Mi6 leveling system. Then the announcement will get sent here. For suggestions, these are people that may want to suggest something for your server. They can use a bot to do it, or they can type it generally. Although this can be quite hectic in the sense of people may troll your server more if they start sending stuff here. But it is nice for the community. Counting is just optional. You can count for anyone that wants to count the server, and so on. But again, optional. For the media channel, this is again what we explained before. Pets, memes, pictures, kind of all similar, but just sending images or videos for memes, for example. Art is personal art. Usually you would want to be strict with this and say if anyone is taking other people's art and saying it's their own, they'll get banned or whatnot, however you want. Self-promotion is self-explanatory, but you want to keep a limit. For example, if you go to the settings bar, you can set a slow mode. We'll do it, let's say, we'll do it 6 hours. So they can only send one message per 6 hours. Because you do want people to constantly keep sending the same message, for example, over and over again. For commands, this is things such as Discord, which we'll explain later on in the next video, but this is to give your server on a list where people can see and join later on. This is just to get more people in your server. Commands 1 and 2, same thing, but just to keep clutter out of one channel. So any commands that you want the people to do that may not be done in the other channels. For the voice channel, again, self-explanatory, you have no mic. This is an actual channel, it's like a chat. This is so if anyone is in a voice channel but they cannot speak for some reason, they can send messages here to other people. Main voice channel or main voice call is for just all people to join. Anyone can join this. Then we have the limited voice calls. As you can see, there's a number right in the corner here. These are the amount of people that can join the voice call. So right now it's on 0 out of 8, for example. If I join it, you can now see there's one person. Only 8 people can join this voice call. Unless you're staff, then you cannot join. Or then you can join, sorry. For the AFK voice call, this is for anyone that is in a voice call for too long and they're going to move to this channel, or you can move them to this channel if you want. If they're not speaking, for example, and just sit in the channel on their own. Or people can join it on their own if they really wanted to. For the boosters category, there's only 2 channels as we said. Originally I was going to say 1, but I'll explain this in a second. So the normal chat is for them to speak to other people and whatnot, just to have a private channel. For a nice perk, extra to the normal perks they may get. And for the perks channel, this is basically for you to just reiterate what perks they get from boosting the server. You may have it in information on top here, but you can also have it here just to reiterate the fact what they get. For creators, there's another extra channel, which same as how we did boosters. So firstly, they have the normal chat channel, and then they have partnerships. So if you want to give your creators a bit of a reward or just something to entice them more, you can have a partnership channel where you may get partnerships for them to do, and if they're interested, they can join it and say you referred them, and so on. For the staff channel or staff category, you have a few channels. So you have staff hub, which every staff can see, from trial staff to management or senior staff. So this is for them to speak privately to you or anyone. For management, these are more senior staff, so admins and above. So staff, lower level stuff like moderators, trial staff, helpers cannot see this channel. This is for more back end, more serious stuff rather that you may have or you want to talk about. Staff permissions is like what the staff can actually do in terms of their permission. They cannot speak, but they can see the channel and see what they can do and can't do. Staff commands is just a place where staff can do commands such as muting someone or banning someone and so on. You don't want them to be doing it in the main channels because it can get quite argumental or just have any arguments with people about why they've done it or someone. You'd rather keep it in the back end where only this person has been warned or muted can see as well as stuff. Staff logs is just where bots will send what happens in the server to here. If someone needs to message it, someone gets one ban, it'll get sent here. So yeah, archive is on its own, there's nothing to be archived right now, but if I wanted to, for example, archive, let's say, staff logs, we'll move it down one, and it has been archived. No one's going to see it besides the owner's management. But it's just mainly to keep chat history without having to copy paste all the channels and so on. But yeah, that's what our channel's done. We'll now move on to all the roles that we want to create. Okay, so we have now created roles, but you cannot see them yet. Although one thing you can see from our detail is on the right side, my name has changed color. We are still have the same role, but the role color has changed. You cannot see that yet until I go to the drop down menu, go to server settings, go to the roles category, and there you go. You have a lot of roles from the last time which we had only had one role. So let me go ahead and start explaining. Unverified role. This is a role that will be given to people once they join the server. This is pretty much a way to keep out any bots from the server that may not be real players and are there to spam. It's pretty much a safety. So once people have been verified, they will now get the human role. So rather than being given this role straight away from joining, they'll get them once they verify. The unverified role is kept as do not display from normal players, which is basically everyone, as well as it is a plain white role, just to signify it being the basic role, because that's the basic color that you get from a role. Now I changed the role color to a darkest green color to follow up the next role. So human role is given to anyone that's been verified. It's pretty much the general role. And then once we look up a little bit, we have the level 1, 10, 20 and 30 role. These are all our roles that will be given to players, or people rather, once they level up using Me6 or whatever leveling bot you may have. This is pretty much our reward for players. You won't display this above other people, but their color for their name will change to the color of whatever role these are, which is pretty much just a sort of reward for them being active on the server. You can have any other rewards for each level that they gain, but we will not be explaining that in this video. We'll just be explaining the different roles. So the next role beyond that is artist role. If I can spell properly, it would not be spelled artist, so artist. So that's my bad. Okay, so yeah. So now they have artist role. So this is for anyone that may be studying art in your server, as we explained before in the art channel. So if you're a creator and this person sends, or a person sends art of you that they may have drawn or animated or whatnot, you can give them this role just to reward them a bit. And as you can see here, it's displayed above other people to give that more incentive towards doing art for your server. And then next, the creator role. So this is any YouTuber or Twitch creator or whatnot that you may have in your server that you may want to give this role to. Usually people have a certain requirement for this role, such as 10,000 subscribers on YouTube or 3,000 Twitch followers or whatnot. That's totally up to you, but yeah, it's just a role for them to have, and again, it's displayed above other people. And then the muted role. So this is a role that will give to people if they've been muted on the server for breaking up rule or whatnot. Staff will be able to give this permission, or it can be auto given by a Discord bot such as Carl bot or Dino and so on. Okay, so above the muted role, there are staff roles. So the first role we have is trial staff. So if anyone gets given a staff role, you want to give them a trial period. This is where they'll get trial staff. It'll be displayed over other people, and they'll have certain permissions. Not as many as helper or whatnot, but enough permissions to carry out their staffing journey, as well as having interviews and whatnot that you may carry out with them. That's totally up to you. For the helper role, this is basically the period where now that trial staff has completed the trial and has passed the trial, they've been given helper. This is pretty much a role that will give to people to moderate a chat, not so much to carry out bans and whatnot. Again, these are totally up to you. Moderator and admin are kind of similar, but also not. Moderators are with people that can do more mutes and bans towards people. Administrators are people that will keep check on all the helpers and trials, as well as doing bans on the server. Or management is basically the people that will carry out all the server side stuff. For example, keeping staff in check, making sure the server runs well, and basically it's just there to keep the server in check for the owner. And the owner is kind of self-explanatory, but it's the owner of the server. So yeah, these are the different roles that you can have, and yeah. Alright, so now that we have created our roles, we can move on to finally doing the permissions. I'm not going to go in depth on permissions, but I'll go for a basic run through. So first, let's go to our gear sign on the side of our channel and go to the drop down permissions. So as you can see, we have permissions. Currently there's only the at everyone, which means everyone in the server will have this permission. Just ignore that for now and go to the plus sign here and go down to everyone, or the human role. So this is the role everyone will have once they're verified. So you want them to see this channel, yes. They won't be able to manage any of the firms. They'll need the role anyway, the staff role. For now we'll leave it. We'll leave this as the middle sign, the dash sign. It means they can either do it or they can't. But because their role, they can do it. They can't send messages here, and they can't do, well, they basically can't do any of these. You won't want them to add reactions because it can be quite undermining or quite stressful towards you. So we'll leave the owl as unchecked. We'll leave this as normal and uncheck all of these. And that's that role done. Now we'll do one more role just to finish this off. Unverified role. This is the role that people will get once they join the server. You don't want to view this channel because it can be quite frustrating. Because then, for example, if they're a bot and they see new users, or if they just want to DM advertise people, DM advertising is basically when they advertise through direct messages of people instead of on the server. So if they can see new people out there, they might message on them instead of going direct to your channel, which can be quite stressful towards off. So we'll make it as can't view channel. Basically, all of these permissions are as X. Now, once you do this, you can either add your staff towards this permission list, or just leave it because you don't really need them towards having the welcome role or welcome channel. Sorry. So we'll leave that be, and we've done this role channel. So now let's move on to the important channel. So depending on how you want to do this, you have similar permissions as the welcome channel. But instead of having just them two roles, you can have admins being able to view the channel. Well, everyone can view the channel anyway, but also send messages here. There are two key permissions you would basically need, because admins will probably have most terms anyway, assuming you trust them enough. You can also give them add reaction permissions. Maybe we will leave it all of that, but that's basically all they'll need. You can also give them mention at everyone here or all roles, but not everyone will be able to do that. So maybe you can give it to admins to ping people if you upload something new there, but you forget to ping everyone. Okay, let's move on to another role. So let's move on to hub. Hub, everyone can speak here. So we'll go to permissions, we'll go to add everyone. They can view channel, yes. Oh no, actually leave this role. Go to this here. Go to unverified. Make it so they can't see the channel. But then humans, or the role everyone has, can see the channel and can send messages. So whilst you're doing it here, go to the muted role. And they can still view channels, but they cannot send messages anymore. And you will repeat that for all the other channels. So yeah, that permission basically done and dusted. There are definitely some extra details that you can add to your server, but for now this is the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to find out when we upload another Discord video. In the next video we'll be going through Discord bots, so be sure to check that one out, because there'll be a lot of Discord bots that we'll be going through that will help your server to keep it more active or just to manage your server. Thank you for watching and stay chill.